Let's do this. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a live challenge run here on a Wednesday night at a whopping, we're at 30 frames per second. We're going to do the slow roll challenge as requested by the live chat. Let's do this. Today is actually Earth Day. All right, so for those guys who want to play along at home, the seed is Yelp, YE1P MSS4. If those guys just want, what the heck? What is that? Okay, this is interesting. This is the type of run that one can enjoy. Everything's slow though. I guess hence slow your roll. That shot really slows stuff down, doesn't it? I can't imagine that we don't beat this run. Just throwing that out there. How could one not beat this run? Look at these tiers. So good. Oh my god, that's so enormous. One shot kill. This is fun. I mean, I like when the game does things like those Dorito shots. When the game does things like that. When essentially all this game is doing right now is just flexing how cool it is. And its engine. Look, we're a little large here, huh? We're very large. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so this is not even real life. And it comes back. It does like hook shot. You don't feel safe betting the mortgage run on this. That's foolish. If there was ever a time to bet your mortgage on the success of a run, this would be it. This is like you're in Vegas and you have the Back to the Future Sports Almanac and you can bet on the 2015 World Series and you know who's going to win. You bet someone you don't like's mortgage. Honestly, you're not betting the mortgage, you bet a European vacation. Who are you, Chevy Chaz? What do we got here? Look at that. One tier got them all. What is life? What is love? I don't know what that is. What is that fist? Fear shot. Do we want Ghost Baby? Sure, why not? We're feeling egregious. Spectral Buddy. Oh, should we just press on? I mean, I honestly don't feel the need to get any upgrades. Maybe that could be our downfall. But the Almanac only had information up to the year 2000. Ah, minor details. Minor details. Look at this. This is one button destruction. Could you imagine if you actually rolled this run without a challenge? Alright. I see forever. I don't really... It doesn't even matter. This doesn't even matter. Nothing at... This is like the Metallica song, Nothing Even Matters. Sway, you ain't got all the answers? Well, this challenge does have all the answers. I mean... How is this even real life? Probably the most OP challenge start. I would agree with that. I don't know how you could disagree with that. Mortgage groceries for six months hype. When I say mortgage, I'm saying bet like the entire 30 years. That's what a mortgage run is. Or we could go 1 year's mortgage. 1 year's mortgage payments, or 1 year's rent payments, or 1 year's allowance, or 1 year's job wages. If you don't pay rent or have a mortgage or have a job, then you would get allowance. Or at some point, everyone has to make money somehow, right? However you make money, bet a year's worth of it that this run is going to be successful. I wonder if there was... I mean, I don't encourage betting, so because I know there are people under the age of 21 that watch the stream, but... Or 19 if you're in Canada, but... Press forward. Plot twist, Sway does have all the answers. You ain't got all the answers, Sway. Man, I told you, I've probably talked about this way too much, but I've been obsessed with watching Kanye West interviews lately. Thitan 11. I don't know why you're not getting the music, but I appreciate your support. I encourage everyone to welcome Thitan with that extremely awkward Hug. How about just that dance though? That dance though. The Cubs won't win the World Series, so you have your hoverboard. You're going for that dynasty, Thitan. All right, Thitan, we're gonna. Am I saying that right? Thitan. Let's do this. There's a DeLorean in Halifax. Isn't Michael J. Fox Canadian? Got him. We should probably get the key. Thitan, I love you. No, it's actually, it's done, watching those Kanye West interviews, actually done the opposite of what you would think it would do. Because you understand, at least I understand where he's coming from now, where before, wow, it's the first time he got dinged. Where before, you just kind of read the headlines and be like, ah, he's crazy. He's really not crazy. He's just focused. What's up, Viper? Kid Shacky, what's going on? We're doing one Isaac challenge run, and then we're going to get in some H1Z1. Alright, let's press forward. Wow. This is like, what is this run called? Slow your roll. I'm not sure I understand why that is called slow your roll. We're getting sloppy though. Trevor Jolly 78, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Slow your roll. We don't have a roll, and the only thing that's slowing down is the frame rate. He's a smart man. Lisby, what's going on? He's a smart man, cocky but talented. I would agree with that. Good to see you, by the way. Just Blaze. When I say Just Blaze, I mean, see, like, because I've been watching Kanye interviews, and I gotta be careful with saying that. Because I've been watching Kanye interviews, I've been listening to more Kanye West, and there's an artist called Just Blaze. I don't encourage that sort of behavior. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not my thing. But I suppose I shouldn't just say Just Blaze on the stream, because that connotates something else instead of what they just say in the video. That's or in the song. So Just Blaze is just the guy's name. It's not actually the act of just blazing, but I should probably just leave bygones alone and not even talk about it. But sometimes things slip, like when you say Just Blaze, because they say it 8 times in one song. That's why. Anyone else watching on their iPhones? I'm playing on my iPhone right now. That's cool you're watching on your iPhone. How did I start watching the interviews in the first place? That's a great question. It was... what was it? What started it? It showed up in... it was a YouTube wormhole. That's what it was. It was like... what? It was the Sway interview. It's like, Kanye West Sway interview. You have to watch this. And of course I clicked on the bait. And literally, I've been watching it while I've been working. So like, I don't want to say doing mindless work, because work I do isn't mindless, but work that allows me, part of my business that allows me to kind of not have to focus as much. I have it on in the background, and I just went from the Sway interview to everything from there on out. What day does... I don't. Actually, Mirth, I never have. Those of you guys that are curious about that sort of thing. I've never partaken in that sort of... or any sort of illegal drug activities. Just not really my thing. Not that I'm judging anyone that does. It just was never my thing, and really never had an interest in us drogas. Not to say that I, won't engage in an adult beverage every now and then, which is... but I'm of age. Alright, let's press forward here. We're getting into some interesting topics on this challenge run. Anyways. This is not a... I don't want to get into it. It's not a judgy thing. It's just... hey, as long as you're not hurting anyone, do whatever you want. That's my viewpoint. J. Nathan. That's a, J. Nathan is actually a derivative of Just Blaze. Oddly enough, for those of you guys that watch Dark Souls. Just Blaze sounds like a name Dan would give to a custom character. I would, except for the connotation. Like if we could name a character Just Blaze and there wasn't like 420 YOLO swag dropped in the comments in the chat, then I probably would, to be honest. That's an accurate statement. Whoa, we just walked into that green nub. Just Blaze. Alright, so yeah, we'll take the Eternal. Yeah, I really don't care. I just don't want to... I know there are younger viewers, so I don't want to encourage, you know, act like I'm encouraging that sort of behavior. Because I'm not. Inside, outside, you got to take the ball inside here. Black Candle, Curse, and Immunity. Evil up. Alright, let's do this. Adversary is definitely one of my adversaries, because I haven't figured out how to dodge that. Oh, there we go. Adversary is pretty tough, huh? I still have not figured out how to avoid that. That shoop de whoop. Got him. Alright. Double deal. Wow. Oh, I thought that's a sacrificial. That's not the other deal. Let's go ahead. We'll take both. Why not? My fate protects me. The mark. We don't see the mark a ton in this game. I don't. Let's press forward. Ready for that Lions Seahawks Monday Night Football? I actually have not watched. Alright, I haven't looked at the NFL schedule release yet. I know, shame on me, right? Yeah, steamrolling this challenge, if you want to even call it a challenge. It's cool though. I'm having fun with it. We needed a run like this. Freaking bad too. Patriots got a bad schedule, huh? Can't say I'm sad about that. What do we got here? A couple jabronis. We have an interesting looking character. Do boss rush if it's available. We should have we should get there in time. One would think. Wow. Got him. What's up, Miranda? I actually think that Tebow pickup, not a silly thing. I mean, they can't probably pay him league minimum, and if he fits in their system or can run a few garbage plays, not garbage plays, but like plays that you don't want your stud quarterback to run, why not? Unless he becomes a stud quarterback. Take that quarter. This seems to be running fairly slow. Alright, you guys. Those are champions, huh? Those are champions in disguise. Look at that. I've never got double... I feel like if you get double gold keys, something should happen. Go sports. Sports. Alright, what else we got here? So we guessed the wrong way. That's okay. It happens from time to time. Got him. I think north is the way. That sacrificial dagger. Look at how much. Look at all the blockage. Is it the first time we picked it up? All right, what do we got here? Gamete? No, thank you. One down. Get him. Got him. Good. Where are we at? 10 minutes. We should get to boss rush it. Wow, this is already boss rush. This game engine is super slow because of our shot size, I'm guessing. Oops. Right in the eye socket. Still taking a decent amount of shots. I didn't think it would take this many, to be honest with you. I suppose we could do boss rush, right? Or any... Ooh, I've never seen this. Is this dual shot? I've never seen this side before. I kind of want to take it, but it would also be very cool to see double shots. If we're playing for Platinum God, we should take the Psy. Let's take it. Am I planning? Are we planning another Tournament of Shame in the near future? Yeah, we are. Am I planning on trying out for Balls of Steel? No, I'd love to commentate Balls of Steel, but it would be Death Touch, penetrative shot, and damage up. But it would be embarrassing. Oh. I mean, I would, from a competition standpoint, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad we chose this. Those are like Shurikens or Ninja Stars. We've never had one of these before. But no, I mean, I would love to commentate Balls of, like color commentate, not even announce. But that's it. Have they announced the next Balls of Steel? Look at that. This is that Ninja Turtle run. But none of the Ninja Turtles had... Wait, am I mixing up Psy with something else? The Psy is what Raphael had. What is this thing called? It's S-C-Y-H-T-H-E. How do you pronounce that? It's what the Grim Reaper has. How do you pronounce that? Does anyone know? 'Cause I certainly don't. Oh, nice ding. Tears of Rage. A Scythe? That's also the name of the... Oh, I can't think of the Star Citizen alien race now. What is... It's also the name of the Star Citizen Kilrathi race. Their ship that they released. What is the name of that race? I have like spotty memory. Memory of a young squirrel. I guess it's... How can I not... It's like bandits... Vandal. That's what it is. The Vandal ship. Raphael uses the Psy. So if that's a Psy, how do you pronounce it? It's pronounced Sith? Like Sith Lord or Scythe? Scythe? Double shot would have been more OP, but those giant Psys are too... Siths? Scythe? I don't know how to pronounce it. We may have to go on like dictionary.com and hit that little speaker next to the word to learn how to pronounce it. Scythe. Scythe, okay. That makes sense. I'm glad we're getting this. This is a fun challenge. I mean, you may say, hey Dan, well really there's no challenge in this. The challenge is in wielding the great power and not letting it go to your head. OP Reaper. You're the Reaper. Sons of Anarchy. Get him. Scythe. Scythe? Scythe. Reminds me of the one time in 3rd grade when I got kicked out of the spelling bee. Well, not kicked out, I lost the spelling bee. I made it to like the top 5. And I knew there was one word that I didn't know how to spell. Like, I acknowledged. Like, I'm like, okay, I've tried learning this word. I don't know it. What are the odds? In 3rd grade, I'm like running, you know, odds in my own head. I'm like, what are the odds of me actually pulling this word with, you know, all the vocabulary words? I'm like, very small. So I'm like, I'm not going to memorize it. So, what do you know? I get up there. It's like, there's 5 of us left. If you get in the top 3, you get like a little cool pin. So I get to like the top 5, maybe like top 8. Top 8. And, of course, the word comes up, and the word was witch. And I only knew how to spell witch, W-I-T-C-H. So I go up there, and I know I'm in trouble. I'm like, witch. I might as well just spell the one I know and maybe get lucky. And it was actually W-H-I-C-H. And so forever. So from now to the end of time, that word will always haunt me. Because it's funny the stuff you don't forget. Like, I will never forget that. Like, I wasn't great in school, but I felt really good about spelling. And I felt like, hey, I got a shot to win the spelling bee. If it isn't for just this one word. And the word came up and I learned a valuable lesson. You got to know your stuff. You can't just wing it. But I can picture everything about that cafeteria, where I sat, where the sun was, what the cafeteria smelled like. Everything about that spelling bee I can remember. It's crazy. And that was 25 years ago. And then when I got home, I lied to my parents and I said, like, hey, how'd you do in the spelling bee? I'm like, I did good, but I got it wrong because the announcer gave me the wrong definition. And, like, you know, they give you, like, a sentence in which to spell, you know, to figure out the word to spell. And, like, the sentence they gave me was, which apple is the most red, or something like that. And but I told my parents, I told them the question they gave me was, which is which? And so that, I guess that made me feel better when I was telling my parents that I failed the spelling bee. Because the principal gave me which is which instead of the right word. You aced all the spelling tests in 8th grade. Coincidentally, you think you had to spell sigh. Which is which? That's all I have to say to you if you got first place in the spelling bee. I'm a little bitter about that. Lying to your parents about a spelling bee. Alright. You lost your spelling bee on the word musician. That's a tough one. It's music a can. That's how I'd think to spell it. Alright, so with that being said, which is which? This one. We'll take the achievement. What is this? Swallowed penny has appeared in the basement. Let's see how close we are here. Item-wise. Got still a long way to go before we're Platinum God. But thank you guys so much for watching this live challenge run on Twitch. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, encourage you hit the like button. If you guys did, that you can't hit the like button on Twitch, but you guys get the thing. I'm going to post this on YouTube after. I'll see you next time.